Okay, now what we're going to talk about is trainers. Okay, in YouTube, we're going to type in Cisco training. Okay, and instead of giving you the full names, these are the names that we're going to do a search for. Okay, first is going to be Anthony. Okay, we're going to hit enter, and that is him right there. You'll never forget that little smirk on his face. All right, that's his name. Okay, you can go to his channel. All right, click on his videos. Okay, and this is a good person to learn from. Okay, all right, and apparently he's doing more than just Cisco. Okay, all right, and he has a lot to speak about, especially when he's talking about CCIE stuff. Okay, all right. These are the things. If that's the track you're going down, just listen to him. He really has to say. Okay. As I'm looking at these videos, though, they're very short, and as you can see, my videos on an average is about 45 minutes long. This is too much stuff to talk about to have these videos this short. Somewhere down the line, these people got the idea that the industry, okay, because YouTube, the average person listens to a 5-minute video, they think that that's the way to keep these people's attention. And all they're doing is not giving the information that's required. Okay? They are sacrificing the training aspects. And someone like Anthony should never have done it that way because his teaching style is amazing. Okay? The next person we're going to search for, which we're going to actually say Cisco with an O instead of a P, okay, is Keith. All right, that's him, Keith Barker. Okay, all right, click on Keith Barker, his channel. Okay, click on videos. All right, and notice his 2017, all right, 30, 18, 21, okay? These are the timelines that these videos should be at least minimum, okay? All right, and Keith Barker is something else, okay? All right, his personality is off the chart. All right, he's very easy to listen to. He's well spoken. So is Anthony Sequeira, okay? Very clear spoken. All right, okay? They speak English. Okay, and I know a lot of you when you're doing a search for, that's why I'm making this video, doing a search for Cisco training, okay, you get a lot of foreigners teaching this stuff, and you're asking yourself, okay, I can't understand what they're saying, the accent is way too strong, and where the hell are the Americans? Okay, that's why we're creating this video. Next keyword we're going to search for, all right, Kyle, which is me, okay, and there I am. There's my channel. Okay? All right? And click on my videos. All right? And as you can see, I'm rebuilding this channel pretty damn good. Okay? All right? We're getting there. All right? And slowly but surely, we're going to end up having, you know, many videos for you to watch and pay attention to and learn from. Okay? Next thing we're going to do, Jeremy. Okay? That's not him. There he is. Okay? All right. He might not have his own channel. Hold on. No. Well, it says micro. No, these are all CBT nuggets videos. Okay, but they're still there. So let's go back up to the first link we saw. Okay. All right, and that's 12 videos. I mean, that's a good start. But from
In
here,
every CCNA class I teach,
okay,
I always suggest
again,
people build a home lab because it's a great
where
way to learn
what is
Cisco
going on?
concepts. So imagine my surprise when a month later,
the audio wouldn't go off. So we'll say Cisco training. All right. So let's go back to Jeremy. Oops. Let's go ahead and copy this and get out of the studio here. Okay. All right. So Jeremy doesn't. I mean, doesn't seem to have his own channel. Do not click on CBT Nuggets because CBT Nuggets does not just do Cisco. They do a lot, and I mean a lot of training. Okay, and different topics that are not Cisco. So okay, do the playlist. All right. Okay. All right. And if we go here, is that? Okay, so let's click on here. We're going to click
Hi.
pause, and as you can see, okay, all right, that was not a playlist, but this one is. That has 6 videos. This has 12 videos, okay. That's not a playlist, all right. That's a 28-minute video. That's something I had to check out. 17, okay, so he's in there, okay. All right. These are names of the industry. These are the people that you want to learn from if you're looking for material as far as videos are concerned on YouTube to get a better understanding, not used as a full-blown course. You want a full-blown course, go to CBT Nuggets, okay, and learn from the get their whole course, all right? And it's not just CBT Nuggets, okay? All right? We're going to type in Chris. And I haven't seen him in a while. I don't know if I'm going to find him. We might have to type in his last name as well, okay? So that's probably the only one you need to type in his last name. If he's still out there, okay? Bryant. And there he is, okay? All right, he has 6 videos here in a playlist, okay, but that's not him, okay? So someone has uploaded his material. Chris Bryant playlist, okay, click on Chris Bryant, that's him, okay, and videos, and there you go, okay? All right, now Chris Bryant is very, very detailed, okay? All right, you might find that his voice is kind of monotone. I haven't heard him in a while, so all these are new drawings and stuff. Okay, his drawings are very good. Okay, his approach is very well done. All right, definitely a must. Okay, to listen to get better at your skill set. You can use them as a means, and I'm not just talking about him, I'm talking about all of them I've shown you so far, to use them as a starting point, okay, or as a means of getting deeper into a subject. Now remember what I have told you. If 3, 4, 5 minutes go by, okay, and you haven't learned anything from the video you're watching, okay, you might want to realize that particular person is telling you more stories and having fun with the videos instead of really sticking to the topic, okay? All right? That individual you need to move yourself from and go to somebody else and check out all the different styles that I've said about the people that are in here, okay? All right? I'm sure Narvik is not here, okay? Let's find out. I know he's not on YouTube like that, but that's Cisco, not Narvik. Yeah, he's still not on YouTube as far as videos are concerned. He does boot camp, so he doesn't have time to create videos. We discussed it once, but I wanted to talk about here.
Yeah. So what does that mean for a career path?
Okay, for right now, I'm stopping there because I've never seen that video. So we're going back over to here so I can watch that later. All right. Okay, and we're going to bring up a new page. Cisco training. All right, last person on the list. All right, okay, that will be Brian. We might have to put his last name as well. That's him right there. INE training, Brian McGavin. Okay. Now, INE used to be Brian McGavin. Okay. This smart little sucker here, all right, is the epitome of deep dive. Okay. All right. And I mean epitome. All right. And now I'm going to talk about each individual from a perspective to give you an understanding. All right. So starting off with Jeremy. Jeremy, I can't pronounce his last name, so I'm not even going to try to butcher it. All right. But that individual, all right, makes you comfortable with the technology. However, he's not the same as he was back in the day. Back in the day, okay, his course was the epitome of courses, okay? And I went from knowing I wasn't smart enough, watching his course, to being very comfortable with the technology, okay? And it was part of my life to watch his videos on a regular daily basis, okay? Chris Bryant. Chris Bryant at a CCNA level made me feel like an idiot. It made me feel like it was too, I wasn't smart enough because of the way he teaches. However, all right, as I progressed to CCNP, okay, Jeremy was not detailed enough, and Chris Bryant was off the chart. Had a whole new respect. Okay, because originally I made a video about how I didn't like trade signals training because that's what he was working for. That's what he was doing videos for. And when I got to CCNP, I had to retract that video, apologize to him indirectly in the video, okay, because, yo, Chris Bryant, yo, when you want to go deep, all right, Chris Bryant is the man to do it with, okay? All right? So, as a CCNA, it's overwhelming to go deep in that fashion, but Jeremy made me feel comfortable with the actual technology, and that's what I needed. That's what I needed. When I got to CCNP level, I wasn't getting the in-depth stuff that I needed from him. It was more like a generalization, and that's how I felt. Not saying that's what it was, okay? And Chris Bryant, okay, when I went back to him to check out what his CCNP videos were, then I actually ended up going into his CCNA videos, and then his CCNA course was a lot more valuable, okay? So this depends on who you are as an individual, okay? All right, not every trainer is for everybody, all right? Keith Parker. Keith Parker... Keith Parker makes me laugh, man. I'm sorry. Okay, his training at CCIE level would trip me out, man, because he would always chuckle. Okay, give me a second. Let me get rid of this video here. And it would just make me laugh. But his training is good. One thing I like about Keith Parker. Okay, one thing I don't like about Keith Parker. Let's take care of that first. Is him talking while putting commands on the command line. That I don't like. However, what I do like about Keith Parker, again, every instructor that I have said to you has no accent, is English, okay? And I forgot one more person. Oh my God, one of my favorite ones, okay? And we're gonna type him in here shortly, okay? All right, Keith Parker likes to do Wiresharks, man. And it's gorgeous. It's wonderful. All right. And in fact, every instructor should do this. All right. Now, the person that you're looking at now, Brian McGavin, he does. There's nothing I don't like about Brian McGavin except the fact that what has nothing to do with him or any aspects of him is the fact that I listened to him so goddamn much that his voice just started getting annoying. It's like a dog sitting there constantly whining, right? Okay, and then everything you hear like a squeak or anything you hear, you think it's a dog whining. All right, it mentally was driving me crazy because you got to understand his audio course. All right, I literally was sitting in traffic because I was in Virginia driving to DC, right? Or you're going to Herndon or whatever, traffic was just horrible. All right, so I was sitting average to 1 to 2 hours in traffic every day to work and from work, and that's what I listened to. I got home, that's all I listened to was watch his videos, okay? All right, on the weekends, all right, that's all I did for hours and hours and hours straight was listen to Brian McGavin. So after a while, okay, which has nothing to do with him, not his fault, okay, my psyche was kind of getting tired of the pitch and which ain't that high. It's just, dude, it's just like, you know, listening to your wife for hours at a time. She's like, can you just be quiet for a minute, please? All right. So now I watched one of his videos today. Okay. That OCD, that obsession, that psyche issues in my brain is gone because, I've had a break from doing studying. Okay. So that has nothing to do with him. All right. And I have nothing that I don't like watching his videos. Okay. The average video on a topic is an hour long. Okay. This man does the shit right. Brian McGavin. Okay. All right. There's another guy that I need to type in. Okay. All right. Which is still, all these guys are on my list, but Brian McGavin. Okay. And this guy that I'm typing in right now is on the top of my list. I'm trying to really think if there's actually somebody else. Narvik doesn't count, okay, because he doesn't do training videos. All right, and as far as boot camp is concerned, I priced that out today. It's $4,000, okay, for WebEx video course. All right, live instructor for CCIE boot camp. And what I liked about Narvik, which I believe does the same thing, you can revisit that course anytime you want. So this time on my CCIE, I'm going to do it differently. Okay, I'm going to go to the boot camp first and see what I learned from there to get me a starting push, because that's what Narvik recommended, and I didn't do that the first time. I did not take the boot camp until I was ready, like a week or so outside my no, it wasn't a week. What the hell am I talking about? It was a couple months when I was when I was like, all right, now I'm ready to take the exam. All right, so I went there. All right, took whatever information I didn't really understand, okay, and move on and solidify myself on those topics. Narvik is a hell of an instructor, okay, all right, hell of an instructor and an author. All right, his routing and switching, or his enterprise book for Cisco Press. All right, he has one for security too, which I can't wait to get my hands on. All right, is amazing. His workbooks, oh my God. Okay, his workbooks, my favorite. Now, I'm gonna bring up one thing that I don't like about INE's training, and that's the VLANs aspect. Always using sub interfaces, putting on that extra layer. Okay, I'm not into that. All right, that's the only thing that I could say was a negative. Okay, and it really pushed me out of using their workbooks, and that's not a joke. All right, because I got both workbooks. I had three workbooks. I had IP Experts, which is no longer in business, INE, okay, and Narvik's. And Narvik's crushed them all. IPX wasn't that bad though. Okay, IP Experts. Now, but you won't see them in business anymore. All right, so we're going to do the search on Kevin. Okay, and there he is, right off the thing, boy. Kevin Wallace. Okay. All right, we're going to actually click on Kevin Wallace training here. I don't know what this is. I wonder if that is a... So we're going to click on here. We're going to go to videos. Okay. All right. This man here, yo. Okay. I've had personal conversations with him via email. All right. However, okay, and he gave me some career advice. All right, because I was really looking for it, and for some reason, um, you know, I felt comfortable emailing him. All right, and I've never done that with anybody else. That's not true. Brian McGavin and I have emailed as well, and Brian had set me onto a confidence path that I would have never got to without his advice. Okay, so thank you very much, Kevin. Thank you very much, Brian. All right, guarantee you they don't remember who the hell I am. Doesn't matter. All right, Kevin Wallace. All right, detailed, clear spoken, like everybody else. Speaks English, no accent. Okay, Kevin Wallace though. Kevin Wallace is, and again, I have nothing bad to say about Kevin Wallace. Nothing. I can't find shit. Okay, with his training. With Kevin Wallace, if I had to pick the top trainers that I listed today, it's Kevin Wallace and Brian McGavin. All right, they will be picked over anyone. Physical instructor training, Narvik, hands down. All right, that's my personal preference. You'll find that that preference is who you are, unique to you, and it doesn't matter. There is no wrong answer. People really got offended when I talked about the negative things about INE that I didn't like. And that's just too damn bad, man. It ain't, I'm not spending your money, right? I'm not spending, that goddamn boot camp, man, it cost me like $3,500 for, man, it's my money, okay? Not yours. So I don't give a shit what the hell you think, and I definitely don't give a care about what how you got offensive of me just being honest. Okay, all right. And there was no bad mouthing them. It was just telling you the things I did not like. All right. Get over it, guys. I have an opinion, just like you and everybody else. All right. So, but these two are the top on my list. Okay. All right. I used to have a subscription to Kevin Wallace, and every time he came on a new video back in the day when I was training, that man, I was on it, boy. The second he created a video, man, it was seconds. All right. I'll guarantee you every video, I was the first viewer. All right. So I just wanted to throw out some names out there, guys, because nothing is worse when you look for Cisco training and it's nothing but heavy accents, and you're asking yourself, where the hell are all the people who speak English? Where did they go? These are the pioneers of the industry, okay, including myself, and that part's okay. All right. However, all right, there are things like Kevin Wallace and Brian McGavin is going to bring to the table, okay, that I'm not. All right. There's also, and I tip my hat to them and will give them the reins any day of the week. So that should tell you something. That should tell you something. All right. Because most training I watch, I can't stand. But the people that I have listed, all right, these are the people that have your back when it comes to training. All right. Like I said, all right, one of those individuals, kind of tapered off as far as, making sure you got valid information on a regular basis. You can determine who that is. I'm not naming any names. But the bottom line is everyone that I put on the list today, those are the people you want to watch from a perspective that just little videos like this. Look how long Kevin's are as well. Look at this one, Advanced Routing Deep Dive. Okay, that's 130 minutes of your time that he is giving you. Do you know how much information you can cover in an hour and a half? Okay, all right. These are golden little, like CBT calls them, like nuggets. All right, these are little gold nuggets that everyone has. Okay, and I see a ton of videos that are 15 minutes. Another deep dive, 2 hours long. Okay, all right, beautiful. All right, and I'm seeing 19 minutes, an hour video in PLS, great, 20 minutes. Okay, all right, another deep dive on quality of service. Oh my God, that's going on my list too. All right, can I save this video? Save to watch later. Done. All right, because one of the things that I love is deep dive. Here's another one, BGP. Let me save that one. Save to watch later. All right, I'm not leaving this page. I'm sorry. Okay, now here's Keith Parker. All right, and that seems like that. I'm gonna watch that too. All right, because I haven't seen that one. Um, Anytime these guys get up and do a video like this where he's just talking freely and being asked questions and things like that, these are the people you want to listen to, guys. These are the people you want to follow. Okay? All right? There's also a company, which is not a particular trainer, that I like. Okay? But you know what? I might get their training. Okay? I'm sorry. We got to type in Cisco training. Make sure you put that keyword in there as your search. Okay. Route Hub. There it is. Okay. Great training. Great training. Speaks English again. Very clear. Okay. Let's go take a look at his videos. All right. Their videos have always been short. Okay. If you want the real training. Okay. All right. I'm definitely watching these. Ask an engineer. I'm curious what he has to say. All right. All right. It's not every day I can see a black man teaching Cisco besides myself. All right. So that's definitely a given. All right. So I've never met him before and I've never seen him before. So I'm curious on what he has to say. And I love the actual title of the series, Ask an Engineer. So now, that's it, guys. I hope this information was informative to you. Okay? And always remember, you know what I'm going to say. Be strong. Be determined. Be Cisco.